Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about some newborn essentials that I found were to be essentials as a twin mom, first time mom. And I'll have everything linked down below. So first of all, I want to start off with the obvious. So I personally went with the Donkey Bugaboo. It is a dream. I absolutely love that stroller. It is customizable. I love this one because when they're newborns, it comes with the bassinet. And now that they're a little older, they like to sit up, they like to watch everything. It comes with just a regular seat. It also comes, I have the actual adapters for a baby carrier car seat, but I did not go with the baby car seat. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I love the stroller. It's customizable. It is on the pricier side, but there are ways to buy it cheaper. Or for example, I bought the winter foot muffs on Mercari. They were used, but they look just like new. So there are, ways to get around to still buy customizations at an affordable price, because it is a pretty high-end stroller, so everything is pretty pricey. Wide from a regular stroller, it still fits through my front door perfectly fine, through stores, aisles, if it's fine. And I love that the twins are side by side. They're not, like the Mockingbird or other strollers that one's behind the other. I can see them both next to each other. That was my favorite part from the newborn stage. I could see them perfectly fine. It is a super light stroller. It's pretty easy to fold and put away in the car. It's a little, in that sense, once you fold it and all, it is heavy, but as far as pushing it, like, I can go on a run. I'll add the diaper bag. Like, it's pretty light. It has big wheels, so when I do go hiking or whatever, I'm not worried about the wheels because they're huge. It just looks like a very sturdy stroller. Like, you get what you pay for, because it's okay. So for the car seats, I got the Graco Extend to Fit, I think is what it's called. It's one of the car seats that grow with the kids. I went with those because I was kind of thinking in the long run. I was like, I'm having twins. I'm probably not going to be working, for some time. So I think I was like, this is probably the most convenient for me. I think it's pretty good, to be honest. I've never struggled. I never felt like their head is too like pushed front. Like, I mean, it looks huge, because it is a big car seat, but I love it. I think for me personally, it worked for me. That was like a must-have, and now that they're getting older, like, they're still fitting it perfectly. I'm not worried about getting off the car, getting off to places, and carrying the baby inside the carrier. That's another thing that I liked. Since I had a C-section, it was just easier for me to carry the babies, so I would just carry the babies, put it into their bassinet stroller, rather than, from the carrier. Whatever, that's just what worked for me. I know other people, they rather have the carrier, and that's fine, but that worked for me personally. Another must-have, I'd say, is to get essential is a split baby monitor, split camera baby monitor. I have the Baby Sense, has 2 cameras, 1 screen, and I love it. It's Wi-Fi-less. It's not really care for, I mean, I do care for that, but only because I can travel with it. So if I go out of town, stay with like family, if I have the girls sleeping, I can spend time with my family, but I can still be watching, you know. I don't have to be worried about if whoever I'm with has Wi-Fi or whatever. And it's pretty clear. I think both in the day and the night vision one. I think it's like it's a good camera. It's at the time when I was looking for cameras, it was like one of the cheaper ones that I found. So that's honestly the main reason why I went with it, and the reviews were pretty good. So, you know, I decided on the baby scents. Fisher Price Sweet Snuggle Puppy Swing. I had 2 of these. You don't have to, but I did get 2 of everything because I just felt like no, how am I gonna do it, you know, with just one. Was the Twin Z pillow. That is hands down a lifesaver because it was, I mean, it has, you know, many functions. You can keep them there just lounging for, you know, a little bit. You can feed them there, whether you're bottle feeding or breastfeeding. Like, it's a lifesaver. You can, if you just want to hold them and you're not really comfortable, you know, the first couple days or weeks, that gives you like the security to hold both babies. My kids, even now, they're 8 months. If I just lay them in their playpen, if I just lay them on the floor with the pillow just to drink their bottle, they'll lay in there comfortably. I cannot tell you, that was a lifesaver for me, especially like in the middle of the night. It was a hands down lifesaver. The next thing on the list is the Ingenuity Soothing Baby Bouncer. It's like a vibrating bouncer. I really like those, especially the beginning, like the first week to 2 weeks. Sometimes I would place them either in the room or in the kitchen, and they're just easy to carry around. I ended up actually taking those to my mom's so that when we would go over, like, you know, we had somewhere to put them, to put the twins there, and they loved them. They vibrated and they had like a little music. They liked them. So the bottles that worked for us were the Dr. Brown glass bottles. I really like using the glass bottles because I feel like they don't get stinky like the plastic ones, and they don't scratch up, obviously, you know, like when you wash them. I feel like they're a bit more sanitary. Don't get me wrong, I do use plastic bottles, but the glass ones were just, I feel like they're cleaner. I still use them to this day. Also, I know that they have like silicone sleeves to, you know, help prevent breaking. But I love those. And I also bought the preemie nipples for when they were, you know, newborns. That seemed to help them a lot. You would spit up. They weren't really big on spit up, and I think it was because I got those nipples for that bottle. Another thing that helped a lot during those first days was an electric nail file. It does come with different tips, and it tells you when to use each tip. So that was very helpful because you have literally 100 tiny little nails to cut every week, if not like more often. And they move so much, and it's scary because they're tiny. I actually cut one of the girls one time with an actual like little baby nail clipper, and it was like, my heart hurt. I felt so bad. So I still use the file. It even comes with like a little light, you know. I think it's very convenient. Also, I went with a twin bassinet. Personally, I loved it. I bought the Simmons Kids twin bassinets, and they each have their own like little compartment, and it's divided by like a little mesh wall. I loved it. It even has mesh like all around the bassinet, so you can like, it goes pretty low because my bed is pretty low, and I was able to like just peek over, you know, to check on them. because it has an adjustable, like if you want to raise it or lower it or whatever. I I liked it. I loved it. The girls also loved it because it's not too shaky. It's not one of those vibrating ones, you know, so they wouldn't get startled. And it's not like flimsy to where it shakes by itself. They also come with like storage in the front and the back. So like if you want to store diapers or like diaper cream, whatever it is, you know, it was good. A portable changing pad, even if it's those like that come with the diaper bags, especially those first few days, because they will get you, whether they're peeing all over you, poop. If you think they already peed and pooped, you're wrong. As soon as you take that diaper off, they're gonna pee or poop. And I personally was not gonna, I did not have a changing table. I just changed them wherever I was, whether it was in my room on the bed or in the living room on the couch, whatever it was, you know, that's where I changed them. So I did have multiple of those changing pads to just whip out. I had one at my mom's house to just whip out when I was changing their diaper. I think that's very convenient, so you don't have to, like, you know, since you're changing two kids, like, you're trying to make your life easier as well. With that, I do recommend a diaper pail because there's obviously going to be so many diapers that you change. I had the Genie Complete, I think, and it works wonders. I love it. You can find the bags on Amazon, you know, whatever your preference is, whether you like their brand or just the Amazon brand, the Target brand, whatever. Another thing is a baby carrier. I know that there are twin baby carriers, but those are super pricey. I have a tactical baby carrier, which it was pretty comfortable for both I and the baby. Although I actually bought a second one because I saw someone do this, so I was like, I need to try it, and I did. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. I put one in the front and one in the back, and then I was like, I feel bad, I'm not gonna wear this, so I didn't wear either of them unless I was out by myself. Yep. But now that the girls are older, I actually did buy a tush baby, so I'm like kind of starting to wear that around the house. The girls like it, and I like it. It's comfortable. It's actually very comfortable compared to, because they're getting heavy, not that pricey. And I know that you can use those from when they're small till they're like toddlers, but I barely got one and I love it so much. As a bottle sterilizer and dryer, I did buy one maybe like 2 months after the girls were born, because I was actually boiling the bottles each time, and I was like, no, there has to be an easier way. So I bought a sterilizer on Amazon, and I loved it because it was a sterilizer and dryer. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that was some help on creating a twin baby registry, because I know when I was pregnant I was completely lost on like what I needed, what was convenient and what wasn't necessary. And these are just some of the things that I found very convenient as a first-time mom, as a twin mom.